What's up, YouTube? Drew here with a 2013 Honda CRV. Now, a lot of manufacturers today say don't worry about transmission fluid. The truth is, fluid all has a life expectancy. If the manufacturer thinks 150,000 miles is good, hey, we buy our cars with more than that. We just bought a Toyota Tundra for our family that had 193 on it when we bought it. So obviously, changing the fluids means a lot to us and it means a lot to other people. So there's three methods you need to know about. One is drain and fill. For years, like this 96 Toyota Crown from Japan, this 92 Toyota Crown Majesta from Japan, even our family's Odyssey with almost 200K, it's sadly not that Lexus LS 430, but the instruction manuals in these older cars say drain the pan and then replace what you took out every 20 or 30,000 miles. So that's a drain and fill. Then you've got a flush. That's when they hook a machine up to the transmission and blast new fluid through without the car even running in most cases. And that's what can damage cars by dislodging things while fluid goes in a direction it is not normally used to going. So to speak, and then there is a fluid replacement, and that's what we did here. So quite simply, I found out that the line that you could see right there, there's a hose clamp. That's my handiwork. The rubber is on this side here. The metal is on this side here. Unfortunately, this is the line that feeds the cooler, which is down underneath. You can see my thumb's covering it. Now it's not. Covering it. Now it's not. That's the cooler. It's an exchange block that uses engine coolant to not just cool, but heat up, regulate, we should say. Homeostasis, how about that? The transmission fluid. So I had thought, based on feeling this line and it feeling cooler than the other one, that fluid was going to come this way, and I was wrong, and it blasted kind of all over the place. Whatever. Jade, my beautiful bride, and my youngest son, Daniel, were sitting in the driver's seat operating the ignition, which was very helpful. You're going to need that if you do this job. So what I did is I found a piece of clear tubing and a piece of air hose. The tubing is the exact same size as that metal line, so I used this air hose as a coupler. This worked out fantastically. I drain, this is very important, on this CRV, there's two of these screws like that one there. They have a shoulder on them. They're aluminum. They hold a plate behind the little jack point there, and that's where you put in a 3/8 ratchet, just the square end of it, crack loose the drain plug, drain it all into a bucket. It's exactly 3 quarts, and then wipe off the magnet with all the schmutz, which is sadly the inside of your transmission. Clean that magnet, get a new crush washer with your 12-pack of transmission fluid from the Honda dealer. Torque that. I think the torque spec is 29 foot-pounds, but double check. I'll try to put it in the description. You are then going to put 3 quarts, exactly what you took out. You're going to put 3 quarts back into the transmission through the dipstick. It's different on cars like the Odyssey. It has a fill hole in the back of the transmission. So we're talking about a CRV here. There's concept, which you can apply to just about any car. There's specifics. This is a specific. You're going to fill it through the dipstick. So now you've drained the pan, replaced what's in it. You're going to fire up the car, have a helper fire up the car. This is on the metal line right there. There's another one, but you're not going to be able to see it unless you try. This is the one that's straight down between the battery and the intake tube. Loosen this. 1, 2, 3 clips to loosen that to give yourself more room, and into a bucket like this. This one's from Home Depot. It's empty when you start, of course. My wife and I finished this job, but so wait till there's 3 quarts, shut off the car, put 3 quarts in, bring her to 6, put 3 quarts in, bring her to 9, put 3 quarts in, and you keep doing this until you get clear fluid coming out. You're gonna waste a little bit of fluid, okay? This is $84. The transmission is $2,200. So where I'm coming from, I'd rather throw away that entire case, or, donate it, recycle it, whatever. I'd rather it be gone from my possession, wasted, whatever you want to call it, and see this beautiful CRV make 300,000 miles. So this is how you do it. You gotta, use common sense. The process on every vehicle is different. I believe on this CRV, and I'm going to check the manual myself, do your own research, but if it's like every other Honda, the car has to be hot and not running, and then you check your dipstick to make sure that it is there it says hot right on it. Between those 2 lines, That might take some playing with, but the reality is if you're able to measure everything you take, buy 2 of these. Why not? If you measure everything you take out and you don't spill any, it's not rocket science to put that same amount back in. But the purpose of this video, just to recap, is to show you guys the exact procedure for, this is the, so 1, 2, 3, 4th generation CRV, the 2012 and newer. They're beautiful, but like any other vehicle, they have fluids in them, and if those fluids are neglected, the vehicle will fail. So this has been preventative maintenance. Just a shout out to my beautiful wife who heads up the Japanese imports. That's one of her projects. That is her car. They are super sick. They're right-hand drive. So you're going to see a lot of this stuff on the channel. Stuff like that LS 430. Do me a favor, go ahead and like this video right now if it's been helpful, if it's been entertaining, if you like looking at pretty cars, if you just think my mess here is hilarious, just do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to the channel. You're going to see good stuff. We're into right-hand drive Japanese cars. We're into hot rods, and her and I are going to be building a 54 Chevy truck soon, so you're not going to want to miss that. Again, I'm Drew. Like, subscribe. Thank you.